This contains wheat.
What does?
Twizzler.
Really?
Here you go.
Hi. I'll pop out the chat.
I only want to eat all the sugar that's in my little pumpkin.
Yeah.
Move this over
Why
here.
can I not eat all the sugar that's in it?
Because you'll get sick.
Why can't I eat all the sugar? Where is the URL? There it is. Not actually correct. No, I didn't think it was. One sec. We're just doing the usual thing.
It's like a little straw.
Should probably change that thumbnail.
What is it?
Just
Time book?
yeah.
I like it.
But it should be something.
It just looks like if you had a TV station, that's what your like not broadcasting thing would be.
Look at when you shaved my mustache, I look like an extra baby with a weird fluffer
You're
face.
just a little baby.
All right, I'm gonna tweet this. Okay, let's tweet
You
it.
ready, Beachy?
Wow.
Yeah, sure. Danielle can play and I can answer questions. It'll be fantastic.
And everybody should ask Peach questions.
Oh yeah, Peach will answer the best questions. We'll just ask Peach what the answers to everything are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to answer some questions?
You're gonna play?
I'm also just gonna sit and talk.
What about Peachy? She's off camera.
Ew. Look, everybody can see you. Look right into here. Peachy, look right here. Say hi, everybody.
Hi everybody, I'm just doing everything, so you must do everything.
They can't hear her though at all.
Oh, they can't. Should I move this?
Yeah, move it over.
It was on already, you think?
Then they wouldn't be able to hear us.
Oh, you just hear everything? I know why. I need to always see. Because you're mommy.
Yes.
You are putting this on here.
Yeah, so it's up a little higher. Okay, let's have some questions for Peachy. People say, hi, Peach.
You have to move her webcam over there.
Hi everybody, little ear.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, you just hear me? Okay, I will move closer.
Peachy, so we're streaming. It's just like when you watch YouTube videos of little girls playing with their toys.
What should I do? I'm gonna get a
Who
little
can I play
nugget.
with this tower?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah.
Don't go past.
If I go this way, is it If I go again?
Ah.
Peachy's being gross.
We went trick-or-treating last night. Peachy, who's your favorite person in Overwatch? Who's your favorite in the game that Mommy and Daddy play? What's your favorite person?
Lucio.
Lucio. Lucio? How come you like Lucio so much?
Lucio, I like Lucio. I can go around.
Peachy, do you like the new game that Daddy made? You're gross.
You're supposed to say, do you like seafood?
Yeah. Peach, do you like the Bumbo game that Mommy plays all day, every day?
Yes, boom, to my YouTube head.
Peach, if you were a writer for a website like Kotaku or IGN, what score would you give Legend of Bumbo?
Would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
What would you say? Why would you say you gave it a thumbs down? Oh, it's coming back up. Oh, it's going down again.
Peachy, who do you like better? Bumbo, Isaac, Meat Boy, Gish, this guy.
Which is your favorite character?
Who is Mish?
Who's Mish?
Gish.
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 He's a little black blob.
He has yellow
not
eyes.
a-
I
he's
can't
not
find
around.
him anywhere.
I packed him up already.
What about the wood one that he just bought?
Who
you?
is
Downstairs.
it? Kish.
So hilarious.
What did he say? Oh,
Do you like all the poop in the game?
what poop?
You gotta talk. You gotta tell about how was Halloween last night. Hey, what was the best part of Halloween? And trick or treating yesterday.
Okay.
No.
We're going to take the webcam off of Peach now. She's going to get disqualified from this. Okay. Feel free to ask questions while
You just
Peach...
spit on my face. No, thank you.
So do I have to... All right. No more stream for Peach.
It might have something to do with she just had some of her Halloween candy.
Bye.
Is she gonna come back? Where is she?
She's in the laundry room.
Ew.
She's having a little break.
What did she? It's
I love Mish.
It's so funny to hear her say words that like she's only heard them a couple times. Like so when our power was going out a lot, she asked why did we not have any electrically? Ew. Get her out of there.
Okay, are you gonna be good? Are you gonna be good? Peachy, are you going to be good?
Nope. Why do I always do that?
Peachy, are you gonna be good? You can come out if you're gonna be good.
Does
But no spitting.
yeah, no spitting. That's so gross. No one likes that.
Well, she's currently just sticking her head in the cat door.
Oh, perfect. Oh, ho, ho, ho. A lucky. I saw somebody on the stream said that
They're gonna call the cops on you.
it makes them really sad when you spit and they don't like it.
Yeah, and they said if they see you spit one more time, they're calling the police.
Why?
Because it's illegal. That's assault.
This is cool. I never used this. Oh,
What
did
is
I
it?
not? I don't think I clicked it right way. That rerolls any tile. Oh, god damn it.
Oh yeah. That one's an interesting one. Am I getting the hang of streaming? I'm getting the hang of streaming without Peach. And I have a feeling that
We're gonna have to end this really
we're going to have to
soon.
end this very soon because Peach is being a little terrible brat who ate a bunch of candy.
It's so
Who
hard
promised
because,
that she would be so good.
Yeah.
She would be so good.
It's so hard because she works hard for all this. She works hard for the candy, and then you want to be able to give it to her. But like she can't just have it all. Otherwise, she's terrible.
I'm going to let you do the stream.
You're gonna go?
Yes.
Well, when?
She's being really bad.
Okay. When should I get off? After when I kill the boss?
Sure.
Here's my Yoda time.
Oh boy. Peachy. Everybody was looking forward to seeing you, Peach. Oh my god. Oh, Peach. Ed's really good at doing timeout. I'm like too soft. Can I do something with this? No. Poor Peachy. Oh, what to do? I'm definitely getting hit once. I am not seeing anything. Ugh. This is good. Yeah, we have all the tombstones in our yard, and then when we move in a couple months, we'll move them to a new spot at our new house. Oh dear. I'm sure, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think anybody would see them as they're driving down the driveway, but if you're driving up the driveway, I'm pretty sure you can see them, especially, like, if you're in a big truck or something. So I'm sure people see them, and I wonder what they think. Because I'm pretty sure, like, it would be illegal to bury people in your yard. But maybe they think it's pets, like, that surely is legal. No. I'm terrible at streaming. We're just moving like why is the garage door opening? We're just moving like 10 minutes away. I don't know what we're were thinking like that we could turn that into a D&D room, but it would be a little bit cramped. I did not see the Overwatch announcement. Oh, Oh my god, that was garbage. Why did I do that? Oh, yay. My role in making every game that Ed has ever made is, well, number one would be support. And then just like, you know, who knows which ideas are mine because I am his sounding board. So, yay! So, he tells me everything first. It's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely keep him sane. Make sure he's eating, make sure he's hydrated, make sure he's getting enough sleep. He used to be better at that before we had a baby. I can hear her down there. But I'm not like doing any of the art or the programming. Nuts. Oh. What if, should I do it here or should I do it here? Oh, neither. Yeah, I do everything. Any person that is successful has somebody that is very supportive behind them. Newt is good. He's insane. He's just like knocking stuff over constantly. Oh yeah, then there's playtesting. Yeah, and you guys can thank me for all the Isaac updates because he kept making stuff for me to play. Dang it. Yes, I think Ed did say that too. Yeah, he wants you to have the experience of playing with people. I feel so awkward because I was not planning on sitting here by myself playing. Oh, the Duke. Isaac is definitely my favorite. I don't even know how many hours I have in Isaac. It's a lot on PC and on PS4. Yeah. Family stream of my shoulder. Where was it before? Here. Just the top of my head. How's that? Is that good? I am the family. Ooh. Oh, I can't do anything. This thing is in my way. Okay. I'll do that when that happened. Newtie! Oh my god, here comes Newt. Come here, Newt. Come here. Okay, 2 moves. Are you like sitting in class right now? Yeah, I wish. I don't know any of that right at this moment, but you could probably find out on the Steam page. Can't you pre-order it yet? What if it did it? No. What about this? If I do this, it just does the like a cross, right? 2. Yes. Oh, I think they're coming back up. Huzzah! It's very hard to remember anything when I think for the parents out there, they know that like you don't get enough sleep and you don't remember anything. I'm getting lucky. More boogers. I'm almost done. I'm getting very lucky with the reroll.
What you doing?
Being awkward and not talking.
At least you're slightly on camera. You trying to be all strategic?
Trying to get this poop.
Peach refuses to come up here. She says, "It's boring. I don't want to sit on mommy's lap and watch her play a game."
I didn't want her to sit on my lap either, to be honest.
Oh my god, she is in like ultra terrible mode.
Let's go just take her to the park and let her run around outside.
We need to go get lunch too.
Let's do that.
What? Did you finish? Here, switch. You want to take her downstairs? I'll do a quick Q&A and then I'll cut it off. She's back.
I don't want to be with her.
Here, just trade real quick. Give me 15 minutes.
I can't get one.
Can I go downstairs?
Can you?
Oh. How did she do? Looks like she took a damage. Oh, okay. Pro tip. If you have children, never ever give them chocolate.
No.
I forgot my coffee.
Mommy, how about if you
Oh, my hair is so foo-foos. Look how cool I look with my hair back. Okay. She did almost too good. It's Q&A time. She is a gambler. How do you get a soul heart? She got it from something. Let's see. She was very lucky. How is she gaining? Oh, she had the, there's a bunch of new items in right now. So this is the relic, I believe, which gives you a soul heart every 3 rooms. So, okay. What am I doing? I'm looking right at you. Okay. Ask me your questions. I'll tell you no lies. You have fat, bumpy, greasy thighs. Okay, here we go. How was our Halloween? Our Halloween was odd. And I don't want to talk specifically about why, because I'm always nervous that the people that I'm talking about may be in the stream. But I can say that we trick-or-treated in a new area, and it wasn't really our type of people. We didn't really fit in at all. In that whole environment, so I was Jason, Danielle was Freddy, Peach was Dracula, and we saw at least 60 plus children and parents and stuff running around. And we were the only horror themed costumes that I saw. And everybody said, "Ooh, so you're so spooky. Ooh, you're so scary." It was just weird. It was a weird one. But Peach enjoyed it, and she got a bunch of candy, and she crashed hard and went to bed, and then woke up and then begged for candy. And Danielle gave her some, and now she's acting like this. So it was a weird Halloween. We're also just getting used to the whole having a baby or having a little kid and focusing on them for trick-or-treating. Usually we go downtown for Halloween, which has like thousands of people in costume just wandering up and down, and it's just, a chaotic feast of the eyes. And we usually go down there super late, and it goes until early morning. They shut down the whole street, so it's kind of like this mini weird Mardi Gras type thing. And we haven't done that in years. And we used to just trick-or-treat. We actually trick-or-treated until we were in our late 20s. Because fuck it, right? All right. Actual game questions. Say something about Mugenics. It's going to be in development after Bumbo. Android release. There is not an Android release planned. We are contractually obligated to release on iOS through a publisher whose name may or may not have changed. I'm not positive how it's going to work yet. But we're not obligated to release on Android. But well, I don't know. We'll see. Is the Switch released this year? No. We don't even know who our publisher is yet, for sure. So once the game comes out, so this is basically how the schedule is going to go with this. We have 12 more days, if you count today, of development and then release. And we're developing all the way to the end. We have a bunch of things that we need to get in, and then we need a few days to rigorously test. And we have a bunch of testers currently that are playing the game. And we're going to try to, get everything nice and perfect for release, and then we're going to obviously do post-release updates to make sure all the bug fixes are there, and probably periodically adding polish and whatever, loose ends, tying up loose ends. Then if the game is received well, I'd like to do a mini update later this year, if possible, at the very end of the year. And it wouldn't be smart. I mean, obviously we're going to start talking about porting the game sooner than later, but I don't think it's going to go full force until next year. And then we'll see when it comes out, whenever appropriate. But you're going to want to buy it on Steam because that's where it's going to be for quite a while. And that's where it's going to be supported the most currently. So okay, what else? Isn't modeling clay an item in this game? Yeah, that's modeling clay from Four Souls came from Bumbo's modeling clay. It is an item in Bumbo. Will Repentance include extra floors or variations on the Anti-Birth ones? Currently, it's variations of the Anti-Birth ones. Are there devil deals in Bumbo? Oh man, this is okay. Okay. Funny story. So much has been cut from this game. This is the longest dev cycle I've ever worked on. It's approaching 4 years of development, and this game has gone through a lot of iterations, and a lot of stuff got cut. One of the things that was cut was the devil deals. The devil deals in Isaac are kind of funky. They are win more, the way it's designed, and I never was completely happy with that. And I couldn't come up with a great way to do devil deals for this, but they were in, and we had a bunch of items that were based on devil deals, and we actually had a whole devil and everything else like that for the devil deals. It didn't work. It didn't make sense, so we cut it. We had so many things that were cut. We had traps and things you had to defuse with like time sensitive. It was just like we had to keep stripping things out of the game in order to keep it streamlined and fun. But yeah. I don't know how True Co-op works yet. Have I met James in person, and will I? I actually have not met James in person, but I've known him for fucking ever. I've known James for almost 20 years. And he was a troll on my forum back in the Cry for Help days in the early 2000s. He went by James Marshall. And he heckled and bothered everyone. And that's what he did. And, eventually I saw all the video work that he was doing, and I tried to come up with some way to work with him because I really liked what he was doing. And I think the first thing he ever did for us was a teaser for Super Meat Boy in 2009. And it was supposed to be a play on like the MTV animated bumpers. And it was a guy that was like cutting up Meat Boy and eating him. And I really liked it. And then we kept working together, and he made a bunch of trailers for me. And eventually we decided to work on a game together, which was Fingered. And that went really smoothly. So right after that, we jumped into Bumbo. So I've known him for a long time, and I've never met him in person. Are there cat-related items in this game? Yes. When will I spoil Chapter 2? Probably on launch. What are your favorite enemies from the game? I like enemies that cast spells. There's a lot of enemies that do unique things to your board or your items, or summon other enemies, or cause some status effects and stuff like that. Those are usually the most fun. But the bosses are where it's at because they change how you play. Any Peach Easter eggs in Bumbo? The only Easter egg currently is the delay of the game. That's a Peach Easter egg. I don't know. There's probably something in here subconsciously I put in that's tied to her. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Are guppy items in the game? Yes. You add Dark Bumbo or Key Bumbo? No. Let's see. How would Bumbo control on a console? I'm not sure. That's another one of those little things that I need to figure out. I'll need to look into how other puzzle games do controls with gamepad, and then figure that out. How many favorite costumes did I see? It was bunk. I'm telling you, like everybody was, like all the adult males were dressed like people from Sweden. I don't know what's going on, man. It was a little lame. I didn't see any costumes that were remotely. Peach was great. It just feels so strange to have this little girl surrounded by other little girls, and all the other girls are little princesses and like chickens and, you know, random animals and whatever else. And then Peach is fucking Dracula, and she looks like Lestat, and she's running around with vampire teeth growling at everybody. It wasn't, yeah. Do I think having a kid is a good thing? Having a kid is an amazing thing. I mean, it gives your life meaning, but it's also probably one of the hardest things you can do. And it will complicate your life and your relationship. So you need to make sure, number one, the person that you're with is really the person that you're going to be with forever, because there's no point in having a kid with somebody that you think there's even a chance of divorce. And so my advice is, don't have a kid until you're at least 30. At least 30. Don't have a kid until you're married for at least 5 years. And you can trust the person that you're with, and you know how they're going to be with kids. And realize that it's a co-op game. Much like this exchange we saw here, I took Peach downstairs, and I had to occupy Peach while she cooled down from her sugar high, and now I'm coming back up here and we're trading off. It's a co-op game. It can be very fun at times. It can be fucking brutally hard and awful at times, but of course it's worth it. I mean, it changes your perspective on life completely. Like there are opinions that I have now, or just perspective on life that I have now, that is completely changed after you have a kid. You just look at things completely differently. So it's a life-changing event that is hard to describe until you're in it. And it's worth it if you've got a partner that's a good partner. When it comes to finances and stuff like that, of course you need that sort of stuff too, but it's not as big of a deal as making sure that you've got a good partner and you're a good partner as well. Can you pre-order this Wednesday? I think that's the plan. I think Bumbo pre-orders will start going up on Wednesday with discount. You will know as soon as I know for sure. Gish revamp. God damn it. Oh, fuck. I lost everything. Okay. Is the Gish revamp going to be renamed Mish? Sure. Will there be DLC on Bumbo or similar to Isaac? So I've gotten really... I'm really excited about this game. I think it's really good. And I'm going to close my door because Peach is yelling. But... So, while the power was out, the power went out for a few days here, and I had not much else to do, so I started to just write, if I did a DLC for Legend of Bumbo, what would it look like? And on paper, it looks really cool. So, we'll see how it goes. I mean, obviously, if people don't like this game and it doesn't really sell well, then there's no reason to do a DLC for it. But if it has an active community and you guys really love it and you want more of it, I have a feeling you will. But you know, we can definitely cross that bridge. So, yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Will it be PC only, or will it be the Mac compatibility? So, Apple's doing dumb shit. I've said this in the last stream, making it very difficult for you to publish things anywhere on Mac. So, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. May happen later. It's definitely not going to be on launch. And I don't know ever. I know the Gish revamp is not going to be on Mac for sure. I highly recommend you boot to PC on your Mac, and just stop using Macs. Come on, it's not. What's your favorite trinket and enemy? God, so the big difference between the Binding of Isaac's items and the Legend of Bumbo's items is that in the Binding of Isaac there are some items that are kind of not as good as other items, and there are items people avoid, etc., etc. This game has pretty well-rounded, balanced items, so every item that you get is good. So it's hard to say what my favorite is, especially with like a trinket. There are like 100 trinkets. They all do really unique things. There's a cycle of trinkets that gain you 1 mana of a specific color every turn. those are that's a kind of weak effect, but actually you can plan ahead, and it's another little bit of math you get to add to your strategy, and I do like those. But there's of course powerful ones that are really good too. Chaos card's really good. Okay. Please tell if it will be better than OG Isaac on release for bugs and stuff. I have a feeling yes. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys were here for the initial flash release of the game, but it was terribly buggy. And it's really surprising that people accepted it because of how crazy it played, especially on lower end PCs. No doubt the game will have bugs. Like we're testing with like 20 testers. That's a lot of testing, and they're playing a lot. Like people have 40 plus hours in this game already. So we're getting a lot of feedback, and people are reporting bugs like crazy. But when you put something up on Steam and thousands of people are suddenly playing it, they're going to find things that you didn't know. So no doubt there will be bugs. And no doubt that as long as those bugs are reported, they will be patched as soon as possible. Is the soundtrack going to be in a bundle? I think so, yeah. Will there be merch for Isaac, The End Is Nigh, Bumbo, or Gish posters? We used to have a store. After having Peach, we no longer had the store. It was too complicated for us to do. So we started pawning stuff off on Studio 71 and Nicholas. So there is an End Is Nigh poster and a bunch of Isaac posters at the Nicholas store, as well as maybe some tarot cards and stuff like that. I don't know about Gish, but if you guys want it, for sure, we can kind of cross that bridge. Will Bumbo have optimizations for weaker PCs? I think it has a few options on launch since it's Unity, so you can choose lower end and smaller resolution. But I'm not too sure how it performs on bad PCs. I remember you saying we recorded one, but Danielle played a character she wasn't supposed to. That guarantees at least one secret character. My question is, how many are there? There's a few. Not a ton, but a few. And I have an idea for another one. If you guys are really good and the game does really well, maybe we'll just add another character in. How would you recommend starting out making games? How would you recommend getting intuitive design ideas? Will I be willing to answer what happened with Tommy? How do I recommend starting out making games? Get Game Maker and learn it, and then just start making stuff. Sketch up a bunch of ideas on paper, come up with a bunch of concepts, and then try to execute them. Come up with different mechanics and fiddle with them. Experiment as much as possible. Intuitive design ideas. Yeah, it's all about experimentation. It kind of goes hand in hand with that. And what happened with Tommy? I mean, I can't and shouldn't say much about that because it's really just none of anybody's business at this point, and there's no reason to dredge it up. But we drifted apart. There's a million different reasons. Wait, one sec. I will. I thought something happened to Peach, but it turns out Danielle was just saying it's time for lunch. Okay. But yeah, shit happens. People grow apart, and he's doing his own thing and I'm doing my thing. And sometimes our things don't match up well. And you just hit a wall. You can't move forward, so you've got to do your own thing separately. Skipping down to the bottom, let's see. You might be able to pre-order The Legend of Bumbo next Wednesday. It's $14.99, and there will probably be a discount if you pre-order it. Is Bumbo coin really big or is Bumbo really small? Bumbo's small and his coin is big. All right. So this was by far the most chaotic stream ever. If you have kids, don't feed them candy, especially chocolate. It'll make them insane for the most part. And I will try to do another stream when Peach is at school. Those seem to work out really well. Or maybe later or something. I'll just do more QA stuff for playthroughs. Till then, please spread the word. I'm going to try to do some press stuff soon with James. And hopefully we get the word out. But yeah, do all the things that we need done, like retweeting and liking and all the bullshit that people say at the end of these things. It does actually help. I know it won't matter until actual release, but I have a feeling that you guys will really like this game, and I'm excited to watch people stream it and excited to hear what people think. And I will see you guys next time. I'm just going to hang here awkwardly until I end the stream. All right, bye.